Okay, first we need to make huge piece of clear ice, and for that we will need, regular cooler. Let's get rid of this top. Just like in the previous video, we will use hot and warm water, except this time we will need like almost 2 gallons. Then put it in the freezer for 36 to 40 hours. When you take it out from the freezer, let it sit for like 20 minutes or so it will be easier to separate ice from the cooler. I'm going to use this stainless steel container from my station, but of course you guys can do it in the sink. Get rid of all the water and then just slowly, carefully take out ice. I actually waited a little bit too long, so it came out bigger than supposed to, but that's totally okay. Let me show you what to do next. With mullet, get rid of all the small pieces so it will be easier to handle it. Then place it on something where it wouldn't slide easy, maybe on wood, rubber mat, or even just regular towel. And now, using these tools, we're going to cut it. Normally you will use this ice for either highball glasses or double rocks glasses, and you can just kind of see how big and tall you need it, but don't worry about it now, so just let's cut it first with the regular saw. And the only reason I'm using it because ice is much bigger and it's more convenient to cut it like that. Just like in the previous video, as you can see, I don't put a lot of pressure, I just do a lot of movements and turn ice around. Once you make cuts on all sides, just take a knife, mullet, and lightly tap across. Boom. Okay, our first cut is ready. With this piece you'll be able to make one large cube and spear. Now already familiar technique, you just need to make cuts on each side. It takes a little time to cut ice, but it's actually so satisfying to cut it knowing that it goes to your drink, and ice, it's so important in a cocktail, so to me it's very enjoyable. By the way, to speed up this part you also can use a mullet. And our cube is almost ready. This piece is a little bit longer to cut, but we're going to use exactly the same technique. Don't forget to do little cuts on each side. Another familiar technique to you, bam. It's good to go, but I prefer to use ice chipper for a few seconds to get rid of some imperfections. And when you put it in a rocks glass, try to use a spoon and make sure that you will be able to easily stir it inside. Another way to get rid of imperfections and make your ice more appealing with smooth corners is just use regular knife. Don't cut too much and make sure to use a glass where you'll be serving it and see if it fits well. And if it's too big, of course, shave it a little bit more. I personally prefer to have bigger pieces, so that way I don't have to use a lot of mixer in my drinks.